Deep in the icy heart of Russia, Lake Novozero sleeps beneath a blanket of perpetual frost. This vast expanse of frozen water stretches as far as the eye can see, a desolate and hauntingly beautiful landscape that seems to be untouched by time. The lake's surface, a mirror of ice, reflects the cold gray sky above, creating an eerie and almost otherworldly atmosphere. It's a place where the silence is so profound that it feels almost tangible, pressing down on you like the weight of the snow that covers the ground. This is no tranquil scene. This is a canvas for something far more sinister. The stormy clouds that gather overhead seem to whisper of secrets long buried beneath the ice, of stories of suffering and despair that have been forgotten by the outside world. The wind, cold and relentless, sweeps across the frozen expanse, carrying with it the echoes of those who have been lost to this unforgiving place. An island rises from the frozen water, a jagged tooth of rock piercing the sky. This stark and imposing landform stands as a sentinel in the midst of the icy wilderness, its rugged cliffs and snow-covered peaks a testament to the harshness of the environment. The island is a place of stark contrasts, where the beauty of the natural world is intertwined with the darkness of human suffering. This is Petak Island, and it clutches a secret. Hidden away from the prying eyes of the world, this remote and isolated island is home to one of Russia's most notorious prisons. The island's snow-covered terrain and icy waters serve as natural barriers, making escape nearly impossible and ensuring that those who are sent here are truly cut off from the rest of the world. This is home to Russia's Alcatraz, a prison as unforgiving as the landscape itself. Petak Island Prison is a place where the walls are as cold and unyielding as the ice that surrounds them, and where the inmates are left to face the harsh realities of their confinement with little hope of reprieve. The prison's remote location and brutal conditions have earned it a reputation as one of the most feared and dreaded places in the Russian penal system. Petak Island Prison, a place where time itself seems to freeze. Here the days blend into one another, marked only by the relentless march of the seasons and the ever-present cold. The prison's bleak and desolate surroundings serve as a constant reminder of the isolation and despair that define life within its walls. The wind howls like a tormented soul, carrying whispers of despair. It sweeps through the barren trees and across the frozen lake, its mournful cry a constant companion to those who are trapped here. The wind seems to echo the pain and suffering of the inmates, a haunting reminder of the lives that have been shattered by their imprisonment. Here, inmates live their sentence in an almost unfathomable solitude. Cut off from the outside world, they are left to grapple with their own thoughts and the weight of their past actions. The isolation is profound and the silence is broken only by the occasional sounds of the prison's daily routines and the ever-present wind. Their only companions are the biting cold and the ghosts of their past. The prison's harsh conditions and the relentless cold serve as constant reminders of their punishment, while the memories of their past actions haunt them, offering no respite from their suffering. This is not a place for rehabilitation. It is a place for forgetting. Petak Island Prison is designed to break the spirit and erase the identity of those who are sent here, leaving them as little more than shadows of their former selves. The prison's harsh conditions and brutal regime ensure that the inmates are left with little hope of redemption or release. The world outside these walls fades into a distant memory. For the inmates of Petak Island Prison, the outside world becomes a distant and unattainable dream, a place that exists only in their memories and their imaginations. The harsh reality of their confinement and the relentless cold serve to reinforce their sense of isolation and despair. Only the raw, brutal reality of survival remains. In this unforgiving place, the inmates are left to fend for themselves, struggling to survive in an environment that offers little in the way of comfort or hope. The prison's harsh conditions and the relentless cold serve as constant reminders of their punishment, leaving them with little more than the will to endure. The sun, a pale ghost in the sky, barely penetrates the thick stone walls of Petak. This fortress, often referred to as Russia's Alcatraz, stands as a monument to isolation and despair. The cold, unyielding stone seems to absorb any warmth, leaving the air perpetually frigid. The overcast sky mirrors the somber mood within, a constant reminder of the harsh reality faced by those confined here. Dawn brings not the promise of a new day, but the stark reminder of an unchanging reality. Each morning, the gray light filters through the small barred windows, casting long shadows that stretch across the cold floors. The bleak sunrise offers no comfort, only a continuation of the endless cycle of monotony and despair. The frozen landscape outside is a reflection of the frozen lives within, where time seems to stand still. The prisoners wake in their cold, cramped cells, the silence broken only by the rasp of their own breath. Each exhalation is visible in the frigid air, a testament to the biting cold that permeates every corner of this place. The frosty windows offer a distorted view of the outside world, a world that seems increasingly distant with each passing day. The cells are small, barely enough space to move, a physical manifestation of the mental confinement they endure. Their days are regimented, each one a grim echo of the last. The routine is relentless, a series of tasks and movements that offer no respite. Walking in line, performing menial tasks, the prisoners move like automatons, their spirits crushed by the weight of their circumstances. The uniforms they wear strip them of individuality, reducing them to mere numbers in a system designed to break them down. Meals are meager, a bland sustenance to keep the body alive. The food, served on cold metal trays, is tasteless and unappetizing, a far cry from the comforts of home. In the mess hall, prisoners eat in silence, the clatter of utensils the only sound. The lack of flavor in the food mirrors the lack of joy in their lives, a daily reminder of their grim reality. Human interaction is a rare, fleeting thing. In the corridors, prisoners pass each other with downcast eyes, avoiding any meaningful contact. Conversations are whispered, brief exchanges that offer little comfort. The isolation is profound, a deliberate tactic to break the human spirit. Even in moments of fleeting contact, the sense of loneliness is overwhelming, a constant companion in this desolate place. An hour a day, they are allowed into small outdoor cages. This brief respite from their cells is a double-edged sword. While it offers a taste of the open air, the confinement is still palpable. The small exercise yard is surrounded by high walls and barbed wire, a stark reminder that freedom is an illusion. Under the watchful eyes of the guards, the prisoners move within their cages, their movements restricted, their spirits unbroken but battered. A taste of the open air, yet still confined, still under the watchful eyes of their jailers. The guards, ever vigilant, ensure that no one steps out of line. The sense of surveillance is constant, a reminder that even in moments of relative freedom they are never truly free. The open sky above offers a glimpse of what lies beyond, but the high walls and barbed wire bring them back to their harsh reality. The isolation is absolute. It seeps into the mind, a constant companion. The solitary cells are designed to break the human spirit, to strip away any sense of hope. The barred windows offer a view of the outside world, but it is a world that feels increasingly out of reach. The bleak environment within the prison walls is a reflection of the inner turmoil faced by the prisoners, a never-ending battle against despair. It is a punishment within a punishment. Solitary confinement is the ultimate form of isolation, a place where time loses all meaning. The layered fences and high walls create a sense of entrapment, a prison within a prison. Here, the prisoners are left alone with their thoughts, a mental torture that can be more devastating than any physical pain. The sense of abandonment is profound, a feeling that they have been forgotten by the world outside. Time loses all meaning. Days bleed into weeks, weeks into months, months into years. The changing seasons are marked only by the shifting light through the barred windows. The prison clock ticks away, a constant reminder of the passage of time, yet it feels as though time stands still. The repetitive routine blurs the lines between one day and the next, creating a sense of timelessness that is both disorienting and oppressive. the outside world fades into a distant, almost fantastical memory. The view from the barred windows is blurred, a reminder of what once was but is no longer within reach. The city in the distance seems like a different world, a place that exists only in their memories. The prisoners are left to grapple with their isolation, their sense of self slowly eroding as the days turn into years. In this place, hope is a fragile thing, easily shattered by the harsh reality of life inside Russia's Alcatraz. Each cell on Petak holds a story. These stories are not just tales of confinement, but of human endurance, of lives that have been irrevocably changed by the cold, unyielding walls of this remote prison. A tale of transgression, of punishment, of a life forever altered. The icy waters surrounding Petak Island serve as a constant reminder of the isolation and desolation faced by its inhabitants. Some whispers speak of hardened criminals, their souls as black as the surrounding ice. These are men and women who have committed unspeakable acts, their presence here a testament to the severity of their crimes. Others tell of political prisoners, silenced for daring to speak against the regime. These individuals, once voices of dissent and hope, now find themselves trapped in a place where their words can no longer reach the outside world. There's Dmitry, once a renowned journalist, now known only by his prisoner number. His crime? Writing articles that exposed the corruption and injustices of those in power. His words, once powerful enough to shake the nation, are now trapped within the confines of his own mind. The pen, that once served as his weapon, is now a mere tool for scribbling thoughts that will never be read. And then there's Anya, convicted of a crime she swears she didn't commit. Her story is one of tragic misfortune, a young woman caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. Her youthful face, now etched with lines of despair, reflects the slow erosion of hope. Each day in Petak is a battle against the creeping sense of hopelessness that threatens to consume her. Their stories are woven into the very fabric of Petak. The walls of this prison have absorbed the cries, the whispers, and the silent prayers of its inmates. They are tales of resilience and despair, of the struggle to hold on to one's humanity in the face of unimaginable hardship. In the frozen cells of Petak, every prisoner fights a personal battle, a testament to the enduring human spirit. Section 4. The Weight of Deeds, Crimes Against the Motherland. The crimes that lead men to Petak are as varied as the snowflakes that fall upon its frozen roof. Some are guilty of heinous acts, their hands stained with the blood of others. Their crimes are a matter of public record, whispered in hushed tones on the mainland. Others are political prisoners, their only crime a dissenting voice or a critical pen. They are enemies of the state, a threat to the established order. Their sentences are often harsh, a stark warning to those who dare question the authority of the motherland. But regardless of the crime, the punishment is the same. Isolation, silence, the slow, agonizing erosion of hope. Petak does not discriminate. It grinds down all men equally until only their barest essence remains. Section 5. Nature's iron grip, winter's bite on Petak Island. Nature itself seems to conspire with Petak's purpose. The winters are long and brutal. Temperatures plummet far below freezing, the wind a howling beast that chills to the bone. The lake freezes solid, trapping the island in its icy grip. The cold seeps into everything. It bites at exposed skin, numbing fingers and toes. It chills the very marrow, making even the simplest tasks a monumental effort. The prisoners huddle in their cells, seeking refuge from the relentless assault. Winter is more than just a season on Petak Island. It is a constant, oppressive presence, a reminder of the unforgiving nature of their surroundings and the precariousness of their own existence.